Hey everybody, welcome. It is Sunday, February 27th. Mary Gauthier here with Jamie Harris. We have Dan Byrne in the green room with Michele Gazic as well in the green room waiting in Italy. And this is show number 49.
I can't believe that.
Sunday show number 49. We're in a hotel room in Key West, Florida. We're performing here again on Friday, and it is ridiculously warm here. We managed to dodge the worst of the ice and snow, and we do feel somewhat guilty. We cut out last week right after the live stream and made it through some pretty treacherous weather to get to Lower Alabama. We spent the night in Montgomery, and then we went to New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and spent the night there with friends, and then made our way down the Keys to Key West, where it is sunny and warm and crowded. A lot of people made their way down here. So we're excited to be able to play again down here outside social distanced show on Friday. Really, really happy to have Dan Byrne with us.
So
We're all super fans of Dan, and to have him with us today is a super thrill and a big privilege. What else do we have?
we have I think for the first time ever, someone is tuning in from a kayak.
Tuning in from a kayak.
Which is pretty cool.
So we're not the only one in an embarrassingly warm place. I don't like freezing cold weather, and I don't like super hot weather either. I don't like extremes, and who does? I mean, it's. So anyway, we're in moderate temperature now, and happy to be able to work as well down here, and do this live stream. Also, if there's any problem, we can blame the hotel. The internet here is being shared amongst 120 rooms, so it might not be as reliable as we need it to be. But then again, it might be fine. Let's find out, shall we? Let's play some music.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. I stared out of the windshield into the rain so light. I turned on the dims. Somebody flashed their bright. And I reached over, turned the radio way down low. Your sister cried all the way home. Lightning crashed, and the road shone like a mirror. A dog came out of the ditch, then he disappeared. And I remembered a conversation we once had on the phone. Your sister cried all great song written by the great Fred J. Eagle Smith. Oh, God, I wonder how Fred's doing out there. I haven't heard or seen him in a long time. Well, we miss everybody. We miss the summer festivals. We miss the winter festivals. We miss the road. We miss the traveling. Just driving down here felt like a huge adventure. Hell, it was a huge adventure.
It was.
My goodness, there's a lot in Montgomery, Alabama to do. It wasn't open when we passed through, but the museum, the Hank Williams Museum.
We were right across from Brian Stevenson's the Equal Justice Initiative.
Brian Stevenson's office.
Oh my gosh.
The author of Just Mercy and the founder of the Lynching Museum. F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda Museum. Lot to do in Montgomery. We're going to go back to Montgomery for a weekend when enough people are vaccinated so that things are reopening. And we are tracking carefully our friends in Austin and other parts of Texas that are still having to boil their water. Yeah. A lot of people lost their ceilings as their pipes exploded. There's just a lot of suffering and trouble in Texas and Oklahoma, some parts of Louisiana, Mississippi. The ice wasn't exactly a piece of cake in Tennessee either. But Texas for sure got the worst of it, and we love y'all, and we send out heartfelt good wishes to everyone there who's in it. It was the equivalent of a Katrina, actually, I've read this morning. I relate to things in terms of Katrina because I'm from New Orleans, and I know what that did to our fair city, and it was the equivalent of a Katrina, but throughout an entire state instead of just a city. But Austin got the worst of it, I think, or at least quite a bit of the worst of it.
I mean, you didn't even hear about, like, my whole family's in Waco. You didn't even hear about Waco, but it was...
That's how it goes.
There was a nursing home where my parents lived that didn't have a backup generator, I guess. That didn't have power for the whole... almost the whole week, too. A nursing home.
And water.
And water. It's horrific.
Yeah, it's a natural...
Oh, my God.
Or an unnatural disaster of the highest order, and our hearts are going out to the good folks who are suffering right now. We're so sorry, and we love you. He'd get home at 5:30. He'd fix his drink and sit down in his chair. Pick a fight with Mama. Complain about us kids getting in his hair. At night he'd sit alone and smoke. I'd see his frown behind his lighter's flame. That same frown's in my mirror. I've got my daddy's blood inside my veins. Fish swim, birds fly, daddy's yell, mama's cry. Old men sit and think. I drank. Chicken TV dinner. 6 minutes on defrosting, 3 on high. Beer to wash it down with another, then some whiskey on the side. It ain't so bad alone here. It don't bother me that every night's the same. I don't need another another lover hanging round, trying to make me change. Fish swim, birds fly, lovers leave by and by. Old men sit and think. I drank, I know what I am, but I don't give a damn. Fish swim, birds fly, daddies yell, mamas cry. Oh, men sit and think. I drink. I don't drink, actually. I wrote that song when I was 5 years sober, and I was reflecting as I wrote on the song on what it would be like if I hadn't gotten sober, and sort of imagining myself 5 more years down the line in deeper trouble and more problems and so forth. How's the stream, Jamie? Are we in trouble here?
I don't know, but we do have some spammers I need to block.
There's some spammers?
Yeah, so.
Yeah, dang spammers.
Of course they would come today when I don't have my extra computer. Of course.
Oh, what are spammers doing?
I don't know, they're asking people for money.
Don't give no money to spammers.
Yeah, no money to spammers.
Jamie's going to take care of
I'm
blocking
gonna
them
police them, yeah.
on the other computer. I'm going to play one more song. I'm going to bring Dan Byrne into the stream shortly. I guess I'll play the hobo song while you're taking care of that.
Yeah, thank you. I'll get back to you.
All right, here we go. Old steam train Maury, he died last night. His wife Wanda by his side. He caught the westbound out of here, hopped the high irons to the by and by. They say he jumped 10,000 trains, rode 1,000,000 miles for free, helped out at VA hospitals and penitentiaries. Dandy Dave and Rusty Nails and Sweet Lady Sugar Cane. Dead-Eye Kate and the Baloney Kid raise a cup tonight in Steam Train's name. Senators and congressmen, puppets on a string, among windswept vagabonds. Steam Train was the king, he was the last of the hobo kings. Last of the hobo kings. Now bums they drink and wander around, and tramps dream and wander too. But a hobo was a pioneer and he preferred to work for food. He knew how this nation was doing by the length of a sidewalk cigarette butt. Born with an aching wanderlust embedded in his gut. Hounded, beaten, laughed at, broke, chased out of every town. With his walking stick scepter, with his shredded coffee can crown the last of the hobo kings. The last of the hobo kings. The last freemen are hobos. Steinbeck sat and paid them cash, and the stories he bought from them helped him write The Grapes of Wrath. But boxcar's been sealed for years and trespassers do time. Railroad yards are razor wire now, hoboing's a crime. So here's to you, steam train Moorhead. Hold that westbound tide as you ride off into history. The last hobo, the last ride. The last of the hobo kings. The last of the hobo kings. Train songs, can't get enough of them. There's never too many of them. Oh my goodness, let's bring Dan Byrne on to the stream.
Wow, that sounds so good. I was playing along.
So good to see you.
Oh, you too.
Oh my goodness.
I was playing the harp there, and then you were playing on the harp, and it was pretty glorious back here in the green room there for a minute there.
Two harmonica song. That would be interesting. I don't know anybody's ever done that before. That might it's our angle. It's our angle.
That's a touring act right there.
Two harmonicas and a bottle of Motrin.
Two harmonicas and well, Jamie, I guess you're the Motrin then.
I don't know. Jamie's the Motrin. She calms me down.
Yeah.
How you been holding up there, Dan? You've been in Mexico, right, since summer? Is that?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. We were in Northern California, and then one thing and another, and then we've been here, so no complaints really.
Have you been able to be creative during this time, or is it hard?
Not really. I mean, it's just different. It just shifts, I think. But if obviously for you guys, you know, you just find maybe it speeds up things you might have been wanting to do anyways.
Yeah.
But I got one of the things I do is I got a little like an internet radio station that just
Radio
plays
Bernstein.
Radio Free Bernstein, yeah, and you guys are on there a lot
Oh, we love you.
because it just everything you do just grooves immediately.
Well, we sure appreciate you saying that, and we really are just kind of in awe of you, to be honest. You year after year, song after song, you continue to be such a high-level artist, and
Thank you.
It's incredible the flow that comes out of you. Is there work involved in keeping it open like that, or is it something that you're just driven and that's how you are?
I think it's been a priority, honestly.
That's
you
part
know,
of it. Yes.
like it's the only thing I've been super organized about. Like I got my songbooks from, you know, when I started writing songs when I was 17. I still have every songbook, but you know, I compile them. It's like highly organized in a crazy, you know, taped up kind of way. But and then the other thing is just I don't know. Don't you? If you filter things in song form, then that's just what you do. It's like doing crossword puzzles every day to keep your mind sharp in a certain way. I don't know. It's like don't pass on a song. Just do it.
Focus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people that have been our guests are saying they're having a hard time writing these days because it's been like trying to capture a fast-moving insect or something. Things are happening in such a rapid clip, and yet everything also seems slow motion simultaneously.
Yeah, but also anything goes, you know, as never before. There's no gatekeepers anymore for anything. There's no restrictions on, you know, it's like, oh man, I wish I could make a movie. Oh, just make a movie.
Make
You know,
a damn
I wish
movie
I
with
could.
your
I wish
phone.
I could make a cartoon. Oh, just make a cartoon. Use this app. I wish I had a recording studio. Oh, you do.
Now what's your excuse, right? You got none. It's right there. I just have to access it and have the tenacity to do it.
Well, you know, also, if you're used to driving everywhere, you know, then it's tough to capture all that stuff. I mean, it's easier now because you used to have to pull over and find a payphone and call your answering machine if you had a song idea, you know, but before it went away, now you got your phone and everything. But at the same time, now you're just kind of, I don't know, it's super hard and it's super okay too.
It's the best job I ever had.
Well, you're damn good at it.
Right back at you, sir. Let's
I
hear some
remember that-
music.
All right. I was just
No.
thinking,
Go ahead and finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just remembering, like, I mean, I've seen you since. I saw you at 30A a couple times. But I remember the last time I think I really got to, like, rub elbows with you pretty good was I think it was Vancouver on one of those songwriter stages, you know.
Yes.
We were just back to back for a little while. That was real
Yes.
fun.
Yes. I remember that. I remember you on that side stage, and there's probably 2,000 people trying to get close to you. You had a huge number of people coming to a side stage, and you had you and your guitar and your stories, and the people were in rapture. You are one of the greatest showmen, storytellers, songwriters of our time. Undoubtedly.
I couldn't hear what you said. What was that?
You nailed it. And I've been watching you do this for such a long time. You really are a high-level artist, and you've shown the way to me over and over again. And how this you're gonna be a folk singer? Well, here's what it looks like.
Yeah.
You gotta connect with the folks.
Yeah. I learned a lot of that from Chris Chandler, I think, when I first started
yeah.
touring, because, like, he's just like the ultimate road dog, poet, preacher, raconteur, crazy, and it's like you look at that guy and it's like, oh, that's the job.
Every inch of the stage, own it.
Yeah. Do you know him?
By yourself.
Do you know that guy?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. He was running around Boston when I lived there in the '90s, and he's a trailblazer. He's led the way for a lot of us.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
I mean, all our heroes, Utah, guys
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ramblin' Jack.
Yeah. All right, I'm rambling too. I'll play a song.
Music time. Thank you, Dan.
Well, you're in Key West, so I wrote this song the first time I ever set foot in Key West. I was on some commuter train and it went 5 miles and it stopped and I got off and thought that was a stop and it wasn't. And so the train went on. So I just had a few miles to walk and this one came out. Walking around the happiest place in the world. All I do is wonder if your hair still curls. South of Brownsville, Texas, south of Miami Beach. All it means to me is that you're further out of reach. Everywhere is sand and sun, blue sky, water too. Spanish moss is hanging and you find a polished stone. You pocket it for luck and then you walk on alone. They'll rent you a bicycle, the tires blown. Cook you up blackened fish and strip it to the bone. The slave ship just came in, I've been talking to the crew. In that house, Hemingway's boxing in the back. I go down to the library and check out all the facts. Nowadays it's hard to write a line. My own thoughts born me. Find me an island kid who says you do it for me. I'm wiping all my tears away. No one has a clue that I need. Last plane out of Saigon, did not know that it was. Every man in prison thinks he's locked up for a cause. I need something to do, my violin needs to sound. Gonna see if Ernest wants to go a couple rounds. Sometimes you get lost and you find something new. think I'm gonna. I don't need these for a second. Well, I wrote this one a couple of weeks ago. After Hank Aaron died. And then I had this, and actually, funny because we were talking about Chris Chandler. We did a piece where he did like this spoken word thing, and we wove the song, and that worked pretty well. And then but then it's just a song too, and then we added this other part. My daughter Lulu sings this other part, and it's kind of the Henry part, and that kind of makes a song, I think. So let's try this.
Oh, okay.
So she's been standing by here.
I already say the D word just then.
Did I get a swear jar?
Yeah.
Buck?
Yeah.
Alright. You having a pretty decent Sunday?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, you ready to do this? We've done this on the piano. We haven't done this on the guitar, but should be alright. Henry, sitting on, he got all this hate mail and all this stuff leading up to tying and passing Babe Ruth's record. And he finished the season before with 713 homers, so he had all winter long to think about that. Henry, sitting on 713. Henry, all winter long gonna be sitting on 713. Next one's 714, gonna be right there with the babe. One after that, it's your name at the top of the long list. Don't seem right to me, Henry. No, that plays black boy from Alabama. Don't seem right to me, Henry. Gotta put it in the ballpark with your name. Put it in the ballpark with your name. Put it in the ballpark with your name. Put it in the ballpark with your name.
I don't want them to forget the babe. I just want them to remember me.
Got a new wife, Henry. All them kids be ashamed if they did what James Earl Ray did. Think about John Wilkes Booth. What's he got against Babe Ruth? Think about it, Henry. There's nothing sacred. Skies are blue, fields are green. 714. Put in the ballpark with your name. Put in the ballpark with your name. Put in the ballpark with your name. Put in the ballpark with your name.
I don't want them to forget the babe. I just want them to remember me.
Henry, hate to see you in an early grave. Why'd you wanna kill the babe? Put in the ballpark with your name. 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 All right.
Yeah.
That worked okay.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That was great.
Thank you. That is very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Jamie came up singing with her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Since I was a kid.
What kind of songs?
Well, he put himself through law school and college. My parents had me quite young, playing in a cover band. But he wrote songs too. And then when I started writing songs, we wrote songs together. So we were in a duo. Well, when I first started playing, I would play cover songs in between the sets of his band, you know, like those 4-hour gigs.
Yeah.
And then once we started playing together, we wrote together, and we were in a duo that my mother named called Better Off Dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you still play any of those songs?
No, I don't. Although there's some that I've thought about revisiting, like, you know, one we wrote about family members and stuff that should come back that are cool. But no, I should maybe revisit some of that.
There is
stuff,
one
but-
on YouTube that you were, what,
Oh, the very
17?
first song I ever wrote? Oh, no. I think I was 14.
14.
I had braces. Wearing a shirt with a lot of sparkles on it. There's like a music video that we made. Yeah,
Wow.
you can find that.
How
It's
old-
out there.
How old is Lulu now?
She's 11.
11.
Yeah.
Is she showing any interest in writing?
She's a really good writer.
Ah.
Yeah, she's a really strong writer in pretty much all forms. So I wouldn't say it's specialized yet, but you know, yeah, it's fun to see for sure.
Oh, gosh. It's such a good father-daughter bonding thing. We were just talking as you guys were performing together about how family, it's just, you know, you may not be able to have long conversations, but you sing together and you're connected.
Yeah.
You know, it's just boom.
Yeah.
It's-
Did you have a
It's a great
strong
connector.
musical family, Mary, at home?
Not a thing, no, nothing. I was on my own, but I was in my room with headphones on, listening to 8-track tapes for a while. Like,
What
just,
were you
know,
listening to?
always. Oh my God, angry, heavy metal like Black
Really?
Sabbath and yeah, teenage
And when
years.
did
By
you-
the time I was 12,
When did you, what sort of pulled you or steered you into more what you've been doing?
well, I'm a really late bloomer. I didn't start writing songs and playing them until I was about in my mid-30s.
What?
No, I moved to Nashville when I was 40 to become a full-time singer. I didn't become full-time singer-songwriter until I was 40. And I'll be 59 March 11th. So I've been at it for 20 years, full-time. Yeah.
That's the
But
inspiration for everybody who hasn't been doing it. It's like, you're my new example.
I know. We watched a movie last night on Diana Nyad, the woman who swam from Cuba to Key West through horrific jellyfish and every other thing you can
Yeah.
imagine. And she did it at 60.
64. She started trying when she was 60 or 61, I think. Again, she had tried when she was 28 years old because she wanted to do it before she was 30. And she abandoned it, and then she came back when she was 60 and tried. It took her 4 more times to do it.
And when she finally got to the beach here in Key West and was able to drag herself up out of the water after swimming for 3 days and more, 3 days and change, she said, I have 3 things to say. And her face is all swollen with jellyfish bites. And she's just like, it was just incredible. She said,
Never ever give up.
forever give up.
You're never too old to chase a dream.
You're never too old to chase a dream.
And it looks like a solo sport, but it's a team effort,
Wow.
I know.
right?
Those are words to live by.
It's like those tennis players, you know, they're out there alone, but they like thank their team, and they have these huge teams, you know. It's like the Denver Broncos.
It takes a support system to do anything well. It looks solitary, but I mean, she even hired the world's foremost expert on a particular type of horrific jellyfish that stopped the bites or cause neurological damage and
Paralysis.
paralysis.
Box jellyfish.
Box jellyfish, just like getting struck by lightning in the water. And she finally figured that the last trip to hire the world's leading expert on these particular jellyfish to give her a heads up if they might be near and to sort of get around them. But it took that many times to get the right team, you know.
So if I may, when your first songs, what were your first songs, and what made them suddenly come to be?
Well, I got sober. I got sober in July of 1990, and then I started being drawn to Club Passim in Harvard Square.
Yeah.
And so I would just go there and watch people play at the open mic and watch, I saw, Dave Von, all those guys that aren't with us anymore. I saw them come through there, and I just watched and listened, and it's like a light bulb slowly screwed in, and it's like, I want to do this. And so Cheryl Wheeler and Patty Larkin and John Gorka and all those New England folk singers, I would go to their shows. Bill Morrissey became a friend and kind of a role model in a way for both great songwriting and how not to drink. Poor Bill, he just drank himself to death, but he was one of the greatest songwriters I ever had the privilege of knowing. And I just wanted to become that and slowly started moving towards that. And my early songs were, I'm Southern, so it was for New England sensibility with the Southern sound. So it just didn't make any sense at all. Until I got to Nashville, it was kind of a product confusion up there. But yeah, that was my goal, is to be that folk singer with a guitar on the stage, no band, and a story.
Yeah.
And it still is.
You do it so well.
So do you.
Did you? So yeah, the Earl of Old Town, that wasn't even there anymore, or was it? Did you ever go to
Nope.
that place?
Yeah, I remember the place, but yeah, that was pre me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was just starting out in Chicago, that was the place. Everybody came through there. Townes Van Zandt came through there. I found an old Phil Oakes poster in the back.
Wow.
He wasn't around anymore, but that was, any place like that is just,
Oh, those treasures.
Loudon would come in, man.
Yeah, those treasured little listening room, 100 seats, 125.
Gamble Rogers, remember that guy?
I remember Gamble Rogers.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're still like the greatest. It's just the best. I love going from. They have them everywhere, and I just hope that they're able to make it to the other side of the pandemic intact. Most of them are figuring out how to pivot into streaming and stuff, so I'm grateful for that. And Club Passim, I still think of it as my home club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, let's get a song from you, Jamie. What do you think?
All right, sure.
Thanks,
Thank
Dan.
you.
We'll bring you back
see you
in
soon.
a song or two.
All right. Sounding
you.
good.
Jamie Harris,
That was cool.
play us something.
I love hearing you guys talk to each other. It's great.
Somehow we became the old timers. the old timers are us. Grateful for that, actually.
That's been one of my favorite. Probably my ultimate favorite thing about this whole thing is like we have all these different songwriters' perspectives on this time, and so many of my heroes. It's just cool. Anyways, so I'm putting out a little acoustic record in a couple weeks called the Congress House Sessions, and just put out a single of this song on Friday that you can find everywhere. It made me think about a little home club with a bunch of musicians that set me up too at a very important time in my life. So. Well, I never thought I'd find God here, full of nicotine and caffeine, shaking with fear, just praying for another day to stay in the clear. Well, I never thought I'd find God here. I never thought I'd draw sober breath
Great song, Little Hairs.
Oh, thank you so much. I feel like that's the first. It's funny. I was thinking about when Dan was asking, like if I still played any of those songs. I feel like that's the first Jamie Harris song I ever really wrote.
It's got your voice.
It's
Yeah.
like the first, right? Yeah.
The first song where the camera focused and this is what you're going to
Yeah.
be all about.
Yeah. After
This is you.
10 years after I started writing. Yeah, exactly.
You find your voice when you find it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and once you find it, you know it. And nobody can tell you to rewrite that or change it. You just know it. That's what I talk about when I teach a
Yeah,
writer's
love it.
voice. Good point, because a lot of songwriters on the stream. Finding your voice is a process. It's some people come in and they just have it.
Yeah,
Tracy
for
Chapman just had it. Bob Dylan didn't. It took him a while.
He was Woody Guthrie, right? At first,
He imitated Woody. He imitated Ramblin' Jack. We all imitate our heroes until we find our little kingdom that is us.
Right.
Let's check in.
Let's go to Italy.
Let's go to Italy.
Great.
Hi,
Italy.
welcome to Italy, my friends. How are you? You made it to Key West through storms, tornadoes, and something like that.
Tornadoes, yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
Black ice.
You are, yeah, you are in Key West and you survived the dangerous trip. Great.
Yeah,
Great to
we
see
made
you.
it through the black ice and sleet and snow, but we made it to Montgomery and then just pulled over and slept and said, "Whew, we made it through that." But how are you? How's things in Italy there outside of Venice?
I am fine. Still, we are fighting with the situation around us. The vaccine is really slow here in Italy. The process in all Europe, so we are waiting for the future. My father is 80 and 81, and he's actually still waiting for the vaccine.
Wow.
So I don't know when they will come to me. That I am 51, so it's gonna be a while, I guess. But anyway, this is the 49th Sunday together here. And my God, this is unbelievable. We have to think about something for next Sunday, the 50th one. So we have to celebrate in some way because it's a goal. It's unbelievable that we made it and we didn't miss one Sunday. So we all
Yeah,
had
there's been a few bumps and a little technology stuff that we just couldn't control, but we stayed on the air, and we'll continue to. I enjoy this very much. It's always a pleasure to see our friends and to see you.
Yes, yes. For me too. For me too. And every Sunday is something that keeps me alive to think what to do next Sunday. So this I try to do something different every Sunday. Every Sunday we meet a different friend, and so this is something that really helps to go on. And this was a great week because a friend of mine sent me an incredible book. You know this book? Yes. So I had this great surprise. Thank you, Mary. This is an advanced copy of this great book. So it will be out in June, right? June 7th, I guess. And
I think yeah.
so I'm really happy for that, and I suggest to everybody to take a look and to read this book because it's not only about songs; it's about life, about saving your life through songs. But also you can learn to write song. Actually, I remember during the years, all your classes about songwriting. I was there listening, helping you in something. And I remember one thing, one simple thing, but really important for a song, that you were teaching many times, how to write a sing-alongable chorus. And so I was keeping this in my mind when I was writing one song of mine. And so tonight, I think I want to try to make people sing a sing-along ball chorus in Italian. Now,
Hey.
now,
Here we go.
now I explain. Maybe you remember my song, "The Salt Road." The chorus is really simple. In Italian, the Salt Road is "La Via del Sale." It's only vowels, and the chorus is "Oh, la via del sale." Oh, aye, aye. So everybody usually sing this because it's really simple, and I learned this. I learned this from you because it's only vowels, only this thing. Oh, la via del sale. That's all. So tonight I will sing my song La Via del Sale, the Salt Road, and I hope everybody can sing with me this sing-alongable chorus. Oh, La Via del Sale. Let's try.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Let's try in Italian. So I sing this in Italian, and there are the verses and the chorus. You will when I come to the chorus is something like this. La via del sale. La via del sale. La via del sale. In between verses, there is la via del sale. This salt road, so you know what you are singing about. These salt roads were really important in the past, when the salt was important like gold, like oil. Now they are abandoned, but they used to be important like pipelines in the past. Now I start, and I will look at you when we are at the chorus. Il mare scalcia come un muro, lungo il sentiero. La notte cade e fascia gli occhi. Amici, fermiamo il cammino. La via del sale. La via del sale. La via del sale. Se tu hai latte, vino e pane, io ti offro anche la fame e un volo d'api che viene da lontano per fare miele del tuo sangue amaro. Chorus. La via del sale. Il vento sa di temporale, il vento che strappa i tuoi vestiti. Veniamo al mondo sacri e nudi. O voglia Dio che ce ne andiamo come siamo venuti. Chorus. La via del sale. La via del sale. La via del sale.
Yes.
All right. I hope my English and American friends could sing it in Italian, a chorus in Italian. I hope so.
Yes, we had a lot of people singing along.
I felt it coming from
Yes.
all over. People on the comments said they were singing, so it worked.
Now they can say to their friends that actually they can sing in Italian. That's an interesting thing.
And
And
tell everybody the translation again, La Via del Sale.
the Salt Road. It's now maybe yes, and the Salt Road. A long time ago, salt was as precious as gold, and precious were the roads where on which people transported it throughout the world. Nowadays, those roads have lost their original meaning, and all the places along them are now abandoned, forgotten. But maybe one day also the oil pipelines will also be forgotten. And I've written this song about these old roads because they are fantastic places, and still there are traditional instruments played on this road, some weird traditional flute, bagpipes in Italy. So it's interesting, and in the recording of the song there are also these instruments, but it's also a metaphor for all these things that we have around. So many things, and so many of these things will be abandoned one day. So if you look at in all factories, all industrial areas in our city, these are all salt road places that they had a meaning in the past and they lost it. So I was thinking, now I finish my my rap, and I was thinking that all this stuff will be abandoned, most of this stuff. So we have to learn to live in a more simple way. So during this pandemic, also I learned some simplicity myself, because obviously my life was very different, like for everybody. I also changed the home. Now I was living in another home until a few months ago, and I couldn't bring here all my stuff in the pandemic, all my books, Mary, all my books, and I had
So
to
many
learn,
mountains of books.
and I had to learn to live in a simple way. And I noticed that I didn't need all this stuff. And so it came to my mind this song, and the last lines in these songs are, Holy and naked we came on earth. God willing, shall we return the same way. So we have to learn to be naked in some way again. Too much stuff.
Beautiful chorus too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maestro.
Uh,
Thank you for bringing
thank- uh,
everybody together in song.
Yeah, really cool.
and
Think,
thank you,
thinking
Mary.
big thoughts about the end of fossil fuel,
Yes, and thank you,
using the
Mary.
Salt Road as a metaphor.
Yes, and thank you because without you, I don't know if I could write this sing-alongable chorus. So thank you.
You nailed it. You nailed it. Thank you, Maestro. We love you.
We love you, McKay.
I love you too, my friends.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
This is a song Jamie and I wrote together a few months ago after a dear friend of ours passed away completely unexpectedly. Send it out to everybody who's suffering grief and loss right now, which is probably just about everybody. I keep staring at the clock, stumbling round the house in shock. I don't know what I feel, I can't believe this is real. I don't know what to wear, I don't know who will be there. I wanna call, I wanna cry, I don't wanna say goodbye. Turn the key, make the drive, park and watch the cars arrive. Friends I never knew you had, it's moving slow, it's moving fast. I walk by your photograph, hear your voice, hear your laugh. Everybody's dressed in black, I still think you're coming back. How could you be gone? How could you be gone? I'm sitting in a plastic chair, the preacher's words hang in the air. A cross of roses, pink and white, slideshow pictures of your life. Children run across the lawn, they don't understand you're gone. I'm looking for you in the crowd, looking for you in the clouds. How could you be gone? How could you be gone? we all hang our heads to pray. The preacher tells us what to say. I don't know what I believe. All I know is I gotta leave. Walk alone back to my car. Go before the goodbyes start. I've always been this way. You were the only one who could make me stay. How could you be gone? 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 Beautiful, Jamie.
Thanks, Gauthier.
Let's go back to New Mexico, see how
All right.
Dan Byrne's doing over there. Hi, Dan.
Everything sounds real good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, isn't it wild, this technology? You can go to Italy and go to just hop around the world with a click of a button like this.
Man, he was great.
He is a incredible artist.
Wow.
His violin and viola playing is astonishing. When you learn violin, they teach you piano. It goes in hand, I guess, in Italy for learning the violin. Maybe all over the world, I don't know. But wow, having him on the road with me for all these years, playing piano, violin, and viola, it's just been incredible. I met him 15 years ago at a little gig at a schoolhouse in Italy.
How can I get your book? I need your book.
Oh man, when we're done, send me an address. I'll send you an advance copy. I got a few galleys lying around at the house they sent me. I would love to send you one.
That looks great.
You got to write a book too, right? You got one in you?
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's hard. I wouldn't recommend it. In fact, if you can get out of it, don't do it. It took 7 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, what did Finnegan's Wake took 18 or something? But I bet your book's a lot more readable. Can't read those. You want a tune? Should we do a tune?
Play a couple songs for us, Dan. That'd be
All right.
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jamie. Whoa. We probably let my mom drive too long. One time we were gonna, it was my job to go down to the DMV and her thing was expiring. And we thought, well, this is a good time for her to stop driving. And so they made the mistake of sending me with her. And we went down there and said, hey, you can just renew it. You can get a couple more years out of this. You don't have to take a test. So that probably wasn't so good, but luckily everything was all right. But she had the bumper sticker on her car till she didn't have her car anymore. And it was for this song, so I thought I'd do it today. We might want this at some point. sits in his office where he's had his big success. Now he cries all day. He says the internet is stealing his royalties. Talks of his glory days and say no one cares about your glory days. Back road New Mexico, there's an old abandoned church. Windows boarded up, never sees a coat of paint. Sometimes I drive by and dream, hearing the preacher preach. It's a drag strip for the kids, you can hear their tires screech. Don't let your heart get broken by this world. Don't let your heart get broken. Bottom of the ocean, you might find a pearl. Don't let your heart get broken by this world. Drive by Albuquerque sometime when you need to. Sing you an Albuquerque lullaby. It's better than close my eyes. You know it's you I see. You know I'm pulling for you as you go on your way. Don't ever hesitate. Say what's going on. Ain't nothing black and white. Always some new place to turn. Don't let your heart get broken by this world. Don't let your heart get broken. At the bottom of the ocean, you might find a pearl. Don't let your heart get broken by this world. Don't let your heart. Yeah, this is it looks backwards to you. We have our server is actually part of the Mars thing, the one that landed there, and the little drone that's been flying around. Our server is connected with that, so when it bounces a signal back, it comes out backwards. So that's why it looks like that. That's the Hunkered in the Bunker set. So all those guys are not around. Well, you guys were talking about finding your voice, you know, all that good stuff. I'd written songs for a while, and even some pretty good ones, I think, but a certain part of my voice, I guess, I found with this one. Yeah, but I think we'll maybe play this other guitar, because you know, Sunday is Sunday after all. Matter what calendar you're on. Well, that will sound good in a minute. accept my love. Don't test my love, 'cause maybe I don't love you all that much. Don't ask what kind of music I'm gonna play tonight. Just stay a while, hear for yourself a while. And if you must put me in a box, make sure it's a big box with lots of windows and a door to walk through and a nice hot chimney so we can burn, burn, burn everything. You don't like to watch the ashes fly up to heaven. Maybe on the way to India, I'd like that. All the ancient kings came to my door. They said, you want to be an ancient king too? I said, oh yeah, very much. But I think my timing's wrong. They said time is relative. Or did you misread Einstein? I said, do you really mean it? They said, what do you think we come here for? Goddamn help or something? Everybody's waiting for the Messiah. The Jews are waiting, Christians are waiting, also the Muslims. It's like everybody's waiting. They've been waiting a long time. I know how I hate to wait, like even for a bus or something, an important phone call. So I can just imagine how darn impatient everybody must be getting. So I think it's time now, time to reveal myself. I am the Messiah. I am the Messiah. I am the Messiah. I am the Messiah. Yeah, I think you heard me right. I am the Messiah. I was gonna wait till next year, build up the suspense a little, make it a really big surprise. But I could not resist. It's like when you got a really big secret, you're just bursting to tell someone. It was sort of like that with this. Now that I told you, I feel this great weight lifted. Dr. Nussbaum was right. He's my therapist. He said, get it out of me. Oh, I spent 10 whole days in Jerusalem. Jerusalem, sweet Jerusalem. And all I ate was olives, nothing but olives, mounds of olives. It was a good 10 days. I like olives. I like you too. So when I tell you that I love you, don't test my love. Accept my love. Don't test my love. 'Cause maybe I don't love you all that much.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes, indeed. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, I was talking about that song at breakfast actually today.
At breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She sang along every word. I sang along the words that I could recall. That song is uplifting in every way. Somehow it just brings you up, and it's got everything you need in a song.
May I ask what you had for breakfast in Key West today?
We went to the French restaurant on Duval Street, Banana Cafe,
Oh,
and had a French herb omelet with wheat toast And
Potatoes. I have
she has potatoes. I had.
every meal. If I can have potatoes, I'm eating
What else did I
potatoes.
have? That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a blessed thing, and just grateful, so grateful. Thanks for lifting our spirits today. Thanks for making me feel like a rock star having you on this show. You are tremendous, and the joy is real.
Yeah. All around. All around. Thanks for having me over. And, yeah, I hope to see you anytime, anyway.
Back at you, and please thank Lulu for us. She is a show stealer.
Gotta have one.
Oh, goodness, yeah. What a beautiful young woman. Young writer. Let's just go ahead and claim it. And we'll see you soon, Dan, I hope, somewhere on some highway somewhere. Take care. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary.
Take care.
Thank
Thank you
Jamie.
so much, Dan.
Appreciate you being with us. Thank you. So just so you know, the tips that y'all send to us are going to be distributed among the artists that you saw here today. Please go to Dan's merch store.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Get his records, get his t-shirts, get his stuff. He's got a lot of different offerings at several different merch stores. So he has a strong t-shirt game, Jamie says. And I will be ordering Don't Let This Well Break Your Heart t-shirt, and as soon as we get off this live stream. Just so you know, we're still selling these bundles. 10 CDs in one box that you can get from my website, from me, all 10 records that I've made, my entire career's work, for $50. 10 records for $50, you can't beat the price, and it keeps us in business. Thank you so much. We'll be streaming Friday night here from the Lawn in Key West.
Or just come down and hang out with us.
Just come down. If you want to drive south, you can't drive any further south in the continental United States. It is the southernmost part of Florida. We'll be on the Lawn at the Perry Hotel Friday night at 8. We'll also, at Central Time. We'll also do a live stream of it. If you want to hop on the live stream, it's 8 p.m. Central Time. Live on the Lawn, Mary and Jamie will be on a real stage with real monitors and actual people before us instead of comments. So that's going to be a real treat. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We got a bunch of shows coming up still. I mean, we've got Odie Lindsay next week, author, a friend of mine who's a wonderful writer. We got John Hyatt the following week. And then Margaret Wrinkle, the columnist from the New York Times, who wrote from Nashville and is a wonderful writer of nature writer. And I am a huge fan of hers. I'm excited to have her on. So we're bringing in some writers, authors, as well as songwriters now, and we'll be expanding to movie stars at some point if this continues. Just kidding. I don't really know any.
Let's have Diana Nyad.
Let's have Diana Nyad, right? The
Can
swimmer.
we please? Can someone out there in the world make that happen? It's a stretch, but I would love it.
Thanks for your tips, everybody. We appreciate the donations. It's nice to be able to send Michele and Dan and all the guests a little bit of money to keep them going week to week until we can get back on the highway and do our thing. All the folks in Texas, we're sending love and thoughts, and we know you're struggling. And for everybody who lost someone during this incredibly difficult time of pandemic and grief and loss, we are deeply with you, having lost several people ourselves. And this is the song we're going to end on. Hopefully it's true. It's called Till I See You Again. May eternity hold you in the hollow of her hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning face till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath the silver sky. May a summer rain inside your dreams sing a lullaby. May there be no more sorrow and no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends. May they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. Join us on Friday night, 8 o'clock Central, or we'll see you next week on Sunday, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern, with the author, Odie Lindsay. Thank you, Dan Byrne. Thank you, Michaela. Thank you, Jamie Harris. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you being with us.